Ko, you sat here yesterday. Look at this crowd here. You sat here yesterday and you said, to be the best, you gotta beat the best. You gave us the whole Ric Flair drip, and that's the mentality that you brought today. How big was the mindset going into today's match?
Yeah, I knew playing her was going to be tough. Nothing was going to be given to me today. And I really took my opportunities when I got them. And I really just fought. And every point, you know, I was a little bit negative in the second, but I got it back. And I was telling myself, you're a warrior and you can do this. And yeah.
Speaking of being a warrior, that third set, I mean, there were so many crucial moments there where your heart, your mind, your soul, everything was tested. Serving up 4-3, 40-love. Back to break point, 5-4, few match points go away, down to break point. What are you telling yourself in those moments to be able to overcome?
That you're a warrior, really, to be honest. I was just saying, I'm Coco Gauff, and I can do it. And that's what I was going into the match, you know, playing her, you know, you have to give it your all. And I felt it from the moment I stepped on the court that I wasn't going to lose this match today, even when the moments got tough. And yeah, and I was right, I guess.
Say it loud and say it proud. You gotta know it before you walk out there. You've been such an inspiration to so many across the world, especially in today's match. That was absolutely enthralling. But I don't think we've ever gotten a chance to know who are your greatest inspirations.
Definitely the Williams sisters. They're the reasons why I started playing tennis. And honestly, that fight, you know, watching them fight day in, day out, even Venus starting down 5-1 in the earlier rounds and coming back. Just their fight, I mean, who they are on and off the court, and also LeBron James, and, you know, when people define him and saying, you know, he's old, or saying that, you know, he can't come back, I was really thinking about when he was down 3-1 and came back, and I was like, if him and his team can do it, then, you know, I can do it down 1 point and not 2 whole games.
Come on, Ko, you're getting us all hyped over here. I wanna rewind just a few months back to Wimbledon. When you left Wimbledon and you were going home, what expectations did you have of this summer?
I really didn't have any. I really was telling myself, you know, I'm putting in the work in the practice, and I do believe that, you know, hard work pays off, and I don't know when it's going to pay off, but it's going to pay off eventually, and I guess it's paying off right now. And yeah, I told myself, you know, I could either let this crush me or make me rise, and I decided to make myself rise from it.
This is just Coco Gauff at our Tennis Channel desk giving motivational speeches to all of us right now. Ko, I want to talk about just some milestones for you, because you made a final of a singles Grand Slam. You won your biggest title of your career so far in DC, a 500-level event. This victory over Iga today, having not beaten her before, having not won a set against her before, in such a monumental arena, semifinals here in Cincinnati, what does that do for taking your self-belief to another level compared to some of the other victories you've had?
I think that it just shows that I can do it. You know, there was doubts, I guess, if I could, you know, perform well in front of the top players. You know, a lot of people had doubts about my game, and, you know, I'm still developing, and I'm still in the developmental stage, and honestly, probably so is Iga. She's still very young too. So I think people just need to remember that, and, you know, everybody else in this draw that's left in this draw is a couple years older than us, both of us. So we still have a long way to go, and I have a long career, and I truly think I can really get improved. And I think today, you know, I played great tennis, but I think I can still do even better, and that's what makes me inspired to keep working.
So, Ko, let's talk a little bit about the tennis, because there were so many great things we saw from you out there. You served such a beautiful game. You brought the heat, but you used that slider beautifully also. You played defense well, played aggression when you wanted to. What were you most proud with your game today?
Yeah, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to hit her off the court on every point. You know, she does well. What she does well is taking the ball early and taking away time from you. So I really had to rely on my defense a lot and playing it as deep as I could, and then being aggressive every time she dropped it short. So I think that shows she felt like she had to play deep on every ball, because I knew every short ball was going to go for it, even if I missed. You know, there's a couple shots that I missed, but, you know, obviously in the moment it's bad, but, you know, it shows that you're not going to, like, you know, push the ball every time it drops short. So, and also in the returning games, you know, I think that I did well, just making her play. I've tried my best to make as many returns as I could, and I think the key today was definitely my serve. I was going big on every serve. I told myself that from the beginning of the match, every serve, trying to hit at least 110, 115, and honestly, I wanted my average to be like 118, to be honest.
Let me tell you something. That first match point, that bad boy is 122.
Yeah.
So you were really cranking it up there.
Yeah.
Ko, you see this insane crowd that we got around here. It was completely packed in the stadium. Everyone was cheering for you. It must be so tough to keep the adrenaline in check in those big moments. How are you finding being able to balance using the crowd and also staying calm enough to play tennis?
I feed off the crowd, to be honest. I never have problems with too much adrenaline, and I think for me, it's always keeping the energy up. I think as soon as my energy drops, it goes low, and I think in these matches, like, I knew the longer it went, I felt like I was, more fit out there. I knew I could last, and I still had a lot left in my tank, and so the crowd just honestly raised that endurance level to even more, and I really feel like I can go back out and play again.
Yeah, you're 10-1 this summer. Picked up a 500 in DC, quarters last week, going for the title here. Are you ready to grab that first 1,000 tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm really ready. I'm really excited. I mean, any other answer is not a good answer. So yeah, of course I'm ready, and I think I'm ready for it.
Come on, I just wanted to hear you say it. Coco Gauff, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thanks.
Moving on into the finals here in Cincinnati, getting all this beautiful love from the crowd after her first victory over the world #1, Iga Swiatek, one of the most exciting matches we've seen in quite some time.
Thank you.